What one did I finish? There's that one. I'm doing it here. I did. Hey, Wilson. How are you this morning? Can you hear me okay? Hey, Kenny. Do I sound far away? Hmm. Oh, okay. Very good. Great. You can probably hear me eating then. So I taught a class and then I messed around on the computer a little bit. And then I looked at my phone and I said, isn't somebody supposed to come on this morning? And he said, well, I'm going to go eat some breakfast and take a nap. And then suddenly, I don't know where, but out of the blue, I said, oh, it's me. I'm supposed to be on. Yeah. Hey, Penny. Um, so I just went ahead and got my cereal and sat down and opened up the camera. So that's funny. I forgot it was me. Yeah, so I'm going to have to eat a little bit on screen. Not too much. I'm almost done. I eat the Bob's Red Mill mulesi. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. At least it's not as crunchy as other cereal might be. Okay, this is what I was working on last week, and I said I'll get it done, and I did. I just kept plugging away, and I finally finished it. So there we go. I used Prismacolor and Posca paint pen. There's a little bit, you probably can't tell, a little bit of Wink Stella on the, yeah, I'm sure you can tell that. It's so tiny, but that's Wink Stella on the bee's wings. And then around, ooh, did I forget that edge? Well, don't tell anybody. Yes, Muesli, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Penny. Um, Also, Sakura Jelly Roll metallic gold on there. So I wrote down after I was done with each thing or each block of color, as I would write it down in my, yeah, there it is. Oh, oh boy, that's heavy. And the Creative Companion, I have my stuff in the back. Instead of swatch charts, I call it color combos. And there's certainly way more than I've used that I've used. I have it written down, but there. Let's see. What I do is I put indicate what pencil it said it is, and then what it primarily was used for, leaves and stems. And I need to go back and um, put little samples there. And sometimes I don't put anything. I just, like on this one, blend 1, blend 2, flower, and more flowers. There's color here, polys. Of course, I mix them together because I don't know. I just do. Probably too lazy to make a whole page of, I probably should do that. Make a whole page of just one type. Let's see, more prismas here. And then I've got one little Brut squares down here. I believe this one was mine. That's something I failed to indicate. Is something's my idea. I probably, like this right here, the honeycombs, that's definitely someone else's idea. I think I will put a star on the ones that are just me making them up. I might try to do a numbering system for people. I don't know, like this one comes from Karen, but I may just not even indicate. I don't know. I think I at least indicate which ones are mine, if I can remember. Did I? Hey, Shannon. Hey, Brittany. I haven't done a lot in that Creative Companion this month. So anyway, there we are. That I finished. Would I do anything different? It's hard to say because all the colors really kind of work together. But I might not use the red. Or I may not use it. Well, it's a combo of pink and red and different things. Purples. I don't like how the yellow is on this one. I might use the same color, but just a different pattern. Like this one is like that, and this one. Maybe a different pattern on that. But I like to write down the combo she used for this one. For the birdhouse. It looks kind of like a birdhouse. It's the honey house. Hey, Marcy. So I ordered because I didn't want to wait. I didn't know when the Amazon was going to put them on sale again. I ordered the Brut squares from China, from AliExpress, and I think it took less than 2 weeks, or right at. I'd have to go back and look. But since the last stream they came in, I was so excited. This is the upside down. This is the case I bought for it. Now, I've had this case for a while, hoping that the Brut squares would come on Amazon again. And they haven't. I guess maybe, I don't know, they just don't have them. And anyhow, finally when these came in, I put them in the order. Let's see, I used Emily Illustrator's color order, but I used the names from Pamela's passion for pencils. It's hard to forget that one, but it's hard to say. I used the color names from her. She got them from a lady who translated them from the Chinese. There were a couple of ones I didn't really like, so I just changed those, made them my own names. Like um, somewhere there was one called Buddha's. I think it was this one, Buddha's Hand. Uh, Not so much on Buddha, so I just named it Honey because it matched another set of colors that had that in there, and it had honey. So there's a couple ones that changed, but for the most part, I left all the names. Like the Silent Forbidden City, I'm not sure what I would call that. It looks kind of like a not a maybe mahogany. I don't know. Anyhow, I made swatches for them. I started to cut those out like that. Anyway, I got them all in their case, and I need to write some kind of. I'm not going to do any stickers on these like some of the other sets I have, but hey, Dawn. Did I miss anybody? No, proceed. All right, awesome. I attempted to use these on the snot paper, or what's Shannon calling it now? The boiled okra paper. Maybe this looks okay on the screen, but it was getting really weird, and I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I labored a whole lot more than I needed to on that. I do kind of like how the bird came out. So I may or may not continue with Bruts on this. I might just go back to one of the other sets that I like. I tested it on. What did I test it on? Anyhow, I said, well, let's try it on the Creative Haven because I haven't used them in ages. I haven't colored in these in a long time, so I picked this. This is gonna bug me, so I'm gonna take a moment to fix it. Y'all can't see it, but the little cord to the camera is, well, come on, tape. I keep running into it. I've got to think of another way to get that cord into a better place. Maybe I could tape it. Oops, sorry, arm. I go this direction. Well, I guess we'll leave that. Okay, I think that'll work. Hey, Mona, thanks for coming. Oh, yeah. Now, they've worn off a little bit since I did them, but I bought the KB Shimmer. I think maybe Shannon recommended this way back. I can't remember. And this is the most I've ever spent on nail polish, but I like how it came out. Probably what I need to do is when I put it on again, I need to put a top coat over it. But I didn't want something that required the little ultraviolet light or whatever 500 steps. I just wanted to open a bottle and put it on my nails and I'm done. And that's kind of what this one was. And I hated to spend that much, but I don't have to buy the light and all that. But let me see, what is this called? This is called, well, doesn't have its name on here. It's KB Shimmer. Let me see if I can go find the name. I love some of their other colors too, but I didn't want to spend that much a second time in the same month. Mm, the only thing about it that I haven't done is used a magnet on it. Oh, it's blue. It's just called blue. I thought it had some magical name like, I don't know, unicorn tail or mermaid, mermaid oasis, something like that. So I just make them my own. You should always wear a base coat, then polish, then top coat. Okay, Kenny, on the base coat, I've got one, if I can find it, that's supposed to be top coat and base coat. Or do I just need to get another base coat? Now you know, ain't nobody got time for that. I know it. That's why I don't want to mess with that stuff. I just want to put it on and be done. But then it starts to come off. But I do want to try the magnet. I don't think the magnet thing is going to work. What are you chewing on? Are you chewing on another another stick? I don't think the magnet would work when it's once it's dry. So, and it dries fairly fast too. I was amazed. Yeah, I don't polish them very often, but all my nails were about the same length for at least a week. I said, all right, I got to paint them. Um, so back to the Bruts. I actually had the Brut Funers earlier in 2021. No, not 21, 22. And I didn't know how to use, I think I said this in my community tab. I didn't know how to use them at that time. I didn't know really anything, any difference between one set of pencils and another. I didn't know that oil, you don't press it hard like you can wax pencils, and they hurt my hand. I remember telling Shannon um, in one of her live streams at that time. I said, I don't like the Bruts. They hurt my hands. And I remember her saying, really? Or something like that. And so I sold them. But now, a year or so has gone by, and I thought, maybe I understand layering pencil a little more now. Maybe I should try them again. Maybe they won't hurt my hand. And I'm so glad I got them again because I like how they color. Um, they don't hurt my hand, and they're just pleasant. They're very pleasant to use. So I like them a lot. One day people will listen to me. Well, I try to listen to you as often as I can. So I got out a Creative Haven picture. This is one of Teresa Goodrich's. You probably can tell by the really crazy flowers and trees that she uses. Um, I guess it's just her style, but it's kind of frustrating to color those. Hey, Yana, what to use again? So I say so a lot. I picked some color chart, color card, color cube cards. I need some more. I need some more coffee. And I was surprised that I could match just about every color on here with a Brut squares. And I just started to work on it. So I think my favorite part so far is probably the fence. I should do a tutorial on the fence sometime. I probably got this idea from Elena, Coloring with Elena. She likes to use a yellow for sunlight. Now this one is a little bit darker of a yellow than I would use. It's really not, well, they should call it dark yellow, but it's called fried chicken. See, right there, fried chicken. That is the direct translation. Fried chicken. And I think if I could reorganize them, I might put that over here with the other yellows. But I suppose Emily wanted to put these three colors together for a combo, maybe. We'll have to ask her. Where do your swatch charts? Oh, I think it's in my community tab, but you could go to, I'm going to think of her name, Barbara Color, and just type in swatch cards, something like that, or swatch, and it should pop up. Now she's referencing somebody else that I think that's the link in my community tab. But I like these. I've thought about redoing the Prismas with these, but I don't know. I kind of burned myself out on swatching all my pencils. I have not put these in the giant swatch yet. I might do that by just photocopying these and printing them out in color, obviously color, instead of reswatching, because I'm kind of tired of swatching, if you can imagine. I've noticed Coloring with Elena like those books she's got. Yes, she is the one that got me onto Teresa Goodrich, and I have many of her books. I don't have the little gnome things because I'm totally not into gnomes at all. Anyhow, back to this. So she puts the yellow, uses the yellow in places where she wants like sunlight to hit, in the grass or on here on the fence. And then I took I think it was these two browns, 117 and 24. Well, the fried chicken, 92. That's my own combo that I know of for the fence. I might have put in a little bit of the, what is it called? I'm not sure. Yeah, I might have put in Cold Night. Yeah, that was named something odd too, so I changed the name to Cold Night. I think that was pretty good. Foggy Weekend. I'm not sure if I did that one or not. I'd have to go back and look at that sheet. But anyhow, probably I used a little bit of this down. Maybe I didn't, but I need to. Probably I'll use this one and go back and hit those dark spots. For the grass, I primarily used 80 and then the 92 again. What is 80? Grassland. Grassland. Grassland and fried chicken. Wow. I'll probably still come back and work on that a little bit more. The trees, I probably used 46 and 94 in there somewhere. This one is like a foresty color. And I think I used some brown, the 117 again, to get up under here, make it darker. And then on top of that, I used that. The funky flowers here, I used 53, but I also put in a little bit of 18 down in the bottom here and then went back over it. So it's creating a little bit darker of the purple. So you're just enriching the purple with the red. That seemed good to me. And then the bluebells, of course, I used the blue, which is 86. And I used a little bit of the purple. So much easier to use than the numbers, isn't it? But I like things to be named. Anybody else likes things to be named? Blue rose. That's what that's called. Okay, let me catch up. Hi, Heather. Sorry. Nail aid under color sheet and on top. Okay. Nail aid. I do not own the 520 because the 520 are different than these. The 520 are more waxy, I think. These are more oily. And 500, no. If I was starting completely over, I might, but maybe not either. That one. Let's see, Shannon, I use nail always as well. Nail aid. I need to look into that. Oh, thank you, Kenny. I like those swatches, keys on a ring. I bought one set on Etsy, Carolina swatch, either spring on paper or ruby charms. This is actually I should tell you what the color is. The Astro Bright paper. And I noticed the new batch that I got, it was different on one side than the other. Like this one is smoother, and this one is just a little bit textured. So that's interesting. Yes, she owns probably 150 sets of pencils. Yeah. Yeah, they are totally different. The closest I come to those is the Color 180s. They're a little smaller, or a little bigger than the 180s, but the Brut 180s. Yeah, too much. I have the Spring Hill paper, and while it's nice, it's a little too textured for me. Probably it might work better with wet media. I might try it with that. Pencil, it takes a lot of effort to smush down that top layer that's textured. So I think I told you everything. I told you everything. I used this on these flowers, and then I put a little bit of 25 on here on the middle, and then I came back over with that. I was trying not to use anything but the colors that I got, but since some of these are darker than, like some of the green might be darker in this, I used the white Prisma on that. Just about every set I have has the white prism in it. Let's see, on the bridge, I'm using the 18, which is called Dark Cherry. The something cherry. Yeah, I kind of renamed that one too. And I colored these like that. And then I came back with the brown. Covered over. And then I took this. Now I'm going around because I haven't colored those yet. And then I came back with the brown again. Covered like that. And then back with the red a little bit. And that got me this, the middle of it. So I like that pretty well. Underneath, I primarily used 117. And I'm just continuing to make it darker and darker as I go. Let's see, what to use smooth watercolor. I don't really like the smooth and cardstock. You don't? Okay. You like Spring Hill too? You like the toothy? I mean, I don't hate it, but I kind of like the Astro Bright, which is like the Nina, a little bit better. Let's see, would y'all like me to get a little closer? No, not that one. Actually, maybe I do want that. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I can't make up my mind. Oh, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. I hope I didn't give any of you a headache. Wow, this looks so much lighter here than it is. Interesting. Maybe I've got it too close. Wow, this is a lot darker. I never use watercolor paper, and I use water-based mediums all the time. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I think water-based would work well on lots of different paper. The Astro Bright, all of that. But since Spring Hill is a little textured, I may try that too. I was going to get the 100-pound cardstock, Nina cardstock, but I haven't yet. So I'm not sure why this is not looking the right color. Maybe it's just my screen. Don't know. Well, that's not going to work, is it? We will just have to leave it. Hi, Diane. Thanks for coming. Okay, I'm going to raise my seat here. I'm not sure I'll get this done on stream, but I'll work on it. I don't think I've actually colored a Teresa Goodrich on a live stream or anything. I just show what I've done in that month. I haven't done what I finished for the month of May. I don't know. That means I would have to record it. Uh-oh. Which I don't necessarily like to do. Someone was saying, I can't remember who it was, said that maybe you can help me remember, said that they would rather do recordings than a live stream. And I thought, I'm just the opposite. When I'm in a live stream, I know that people are reading that or listening to me. So I know people are there. And I can't really trick myself when it comes to the recordings. If you are wondering, this is called the whoosh technique, where you just go to something that's long and slim like that and just go whoosh, whoosh. Now make sure if you do that, you've got to tell your audience that it came from me, okay? Oh, Kenny, you've used it, not necessarily like it. Yeah. That is so funny. Let me look at something here. If you'll like, I could show you how I did the fence instead of coloring the little bricks in. Although you might like to see how I do that too. I'm looking for another page that has a fence in it. Probably this one. It's got a wood door. I see. Well, yeah, I do like a little bit of tooth on my paper. I really do. Sorry. I may get out that Spring Hill paper and test different pencils on it, media and stuff, and see how it goes. I'd like to try the Bruts on everything too. As far as the bridge goes, what I was trying to do was give it kind of not modeled. Maybe that is the one I'm looking for. But like the bricks came out, but you can still see the mortar underneath or something like that. Now, probably there would be, I would say Karen would probably do it. She would draw in the rest of the bricks. But I don't have time to do that. Was it Karen or was it Chris Ching? It was a picture in Worlds of Wonder. And it was like a 2-page spread, but she just did the one on the right. And it was a brick wall. And well, it wasn't a brick wall. It was just like not masonry, just a plain wall, plain stucco wall. And she drew a whole bunch of squares. And I thought, oh, I'll do it this time, but I'm not going to do that again. All right, so now I'm going to use a little bit of the red. Of course, you can do this in any color you would like. The stones. I may just have to bring in another color. I'm not entirely sure about that. Not sure about the stones. I'm just continuing to layer this part underneath. So I'll put a layer on it and then come back. Not that that makes a difference, but that's just what I do. Oh, gosh, I think I'm having a hot flash. Wow, all of the tombos, amazing. Interesting. As far as the grass goes, and it grows, I was trying to make it look lighter in the background, and darker in the foreground. And I tried to mute this tree a little bit, but I don't think I succeeded. I guess I'll just make these stones the same color. I probably won't do anything special to them, except maybe use black in the center. I could use a little bit of this. I'm not sure that would work. It would come out orange. I may just highlight that with something different. Yeah, I'm not doing any kind of interesting technique on this. Sorry, my hand doesn't want to stay still today, so we'll just have to deal with that. Where did 117 go? What is 117? Did I just say that? Did I say it was coffee? Parchment. Oh, yeah, this is something that's just slightly annoying about, probably the only thing annoying that I find in the Bruts is that this number 24 is darker than the 117 parchment. but the pencil paint or the paint on the pencil is lighter. So I find myself getting confused as to which one is the darker one. And I've been grabbing the lighter one a lot when I really wanted the darker one. So it's so far, that's the only one I've run into. I wonder why these stones weren't coming out the same as the other ones. I wasn't using the right color. And, it's not a deal breaker about having a pencil set if the colors don't exactly match the barrel. Um, it's just a minor annoyance. I think, yeah, I remember now that I ran into that in the colors. There was two different blues, I believe, and I switched. Did I switch the color name or the number that I assigned to it? I think I switched the color name, maybe. No, I couldn't have done that. Oh, it wasn't the colors. It was my Ohuhu water-based markers. Yeah, it was that. There was a different um, different colors. The two blues didn't match their barrel, but it matched the other's barrel. So I just switched the barrels so that I would, not the barrels, the lids, the caps. Why can't I talk today? Why can't I talk today? All right, I'm going to leave a little bit of my hand's not in the way too much. Anyway, I said all that to say that's the only annoyance I've found with the Brut Furniture Square so far. Uh, let's see. Layer. Yep. We have 3 very talented Karens on YouTube. Oh, Colorful Country Life. You need coffee or breakfast? Um, I did eat some, so it's not usually that. It's probably a little bit of nervousness. I do get nervous on screen, but I try to hide it, but it's not always easy. On screen. I'm not on screen. My hands are on screen. Yeah, I think I'll come back with red on the top of that. Also, I have fibro, so sometimes I get fibro brain. I can't think. But that's okay. Y'all are a very forgiving bunch. Oh, I'm supposed to do this first. Oh, that's going to be too dark. Yep. Yeah. Oh, goodness. When I was in choir in high school, whenever we were required, and we didn't always have it, so I was glad. We were required to sing a couple of words, sing a couple of notes in a particular song. Then my voice would crack. But I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about that time. And even though I was nervous, I wanted to try out for the, I guess, ensemble of singers. Out of the choir, the choir director was going to pick, I think, 5 people. 3 girls and 2 guys to, sorry, I'm concentrating, for the ensemble. And I picked music out, and it turned out to be way too low for me. But I had to go in that office and sing in front of the choir director, whom I had a crush on. I think this was, it was actually some time after I didn't display any sort of, I was careful not to be too silly. I'm using the brown again here. Anyhow, I did it. I didn't make the ensemble, obviously, but not obviously, because you don't know. I didn't make it. And I continued to be in the choir in school and in church, and had the greatest time. I'm sorry that the camera's going in and out like that. Yeah, PTSD is rough. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. Oh, bye, Yana. Yeah, it was quite embarrassing, but I did it. I mean, if I could go back in time after that moment, I would say, you actually sung in front of someone else. I could sing in front of myself. I could sing in the shower. But ask me to sing in front of another human being, it was like I was mortified, just scared to death. Now that I've got the right brown here. Yeah, it was, I had a hard time with that. So I guess I have a little bit of that on camera here. Yeah, thanks, Kenny. Actually, I used to sing pretty well. I mean, not super well, but I was good enough. I really loved choir. We had a good choir. We got into some contests and won those. And nobody complained about my singing when I stood next to them, so I guess I must have been okay. and color the inside of this. Oh yeah, I was going to say about my singing voice. I don't know when it happened, but now my voice wobbles. And I thought it might be part of the familial tremors. So I've got some tremors in my voice too. Not sure that's totally good, but it's okay. You get a little bit of this yellow in here just because I want it to kind of go with the top. It's kind of hard to do fancy stuff in this book sometimes because of the thick lines. Hey, Emily. Acapella. Yeah, we did a lot of acapella stuff too and enjoyed that. There was one that we sang for a contest, and we went over that song and over that song, and we went to the contest and we got up there and we sang our hearts out, and then we got back to the bus and they gave us our score, and we got a 1, which is really, really good. I mean, it's one of the best groups. So we felt really, really good about that. But the particular song we sang, we were supposed to sing it a cappella. And the pianist gave us our notes. And we hummed our notes. And then we sang. And at the end, we all went. I don't think we did this during the performance. We did it when we were practicing. The pianist would hit a note at the end, and if we matched that, we didn't get out of tune. And the first couple of times we didn't do so well, but after a while we were able to do it, and that was fun. Yeah, I get hormonally shifted often. All right, let me go back with some of this up here. I might put some of this in here to sort of indicate some sunlight. This is not the best pencil for sunlight, so maybe, yeah, I didn't put a lot in this one, a lot in the tree. Maybe this, it's a cloudy day and there's just a little bit of sunshine peeking through. Tuning fork, yeah. Yeah, this is, top bit is not looking like I want it. I wonder if I can use, I don't know, this is probably going to come out pink. Well, the other idea is to make the darks really dark when I can't change the color of the light color, I can't add anything or I can't get it up off the paper, I just make the darkers dark. Darkers dark? The darkers. The darker. Oh, brother. Brother. You know what I mean. I like the shading. Awesome. Thank you. Hey, Marilyn. I may just have to put in Posca on the top of that. Oh, I've been avoiding the animals because I want to do them right, you know. But I've only got certain colors. I could give him a golden mane. Be kind of fun. But since this part is brown, I thought, well, I'm probably going to have a black horse. Because I've got black, the fried chicken color, and the browns. I could do a brownish red color. Maybe pull a little bit from here. What do y'all think? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I worked hard on that. I'm not sure why it's so light on the screen. Then it's lighter than. Let me see what would happen if I did that. Now, actually, that is a little more accurate. But I don't think I should take out all of my lights. Yeah, I'm going to turn them back on. I like having that light to work with. Yeah, I like the reddish brown too. Well, you're right about the focal point. I do want them to be the focal point. Either that or they blend in. Let me see. This is one of the ones that Teresa did. Oh, look at that. Now, of course, she's using paint to color this. She got the blonde going, and look, it looks a little bit brownish red underneath that. Oh, I could have done a white fence. I wanted a brown fence. And the little dog is black and white. I probably will make him a little more black and white. Let's see. You can see she doesn't have those teeny tiny little squares that we have to deal with. Oop. That's not good. I tried to repair one of my nails by putting tracing paper on it and then painting over that. Anyway. Yeah, see, I'm going to go much darker underneath for that. But I like most of her color choices. Thanks. I do like the little dog, black and white. I'm not sure I want to jump into him yet. The houses. I do like the reddish brick on top, but not brick, thatch. But I also like a thatched roof. I'm not sure what color roof these are supposed to be. But I like this blue stucco kind of thing for here. That will bring in some of this down here. Probably do some more purple flowers, maybe in here. Maybe some blue flowers over here. You know, like I think sometimes I try too hard to be as realistic as possible and just let it go. But I say, oh, it's got to look like this. It's got to look like that. When in fact, it doesn't have to look anyway. I mean, I could have made the bridge purple. I could have made the bridge purple. So probably what I'll do with that bridge is make sure the paint's coming out. That's probably what I'll do with that bridge. Same thing with the stones on the top. A little more sunshine there. So probably do more. I do like how she did the bridge. I think it's awesome. Go ahead and darken this underneath. This is number 30, which I named Midnight. No, it's green. What? I'm just going to go about my business as if nothing happened. You didn't see that. You did not see that. You dreamt it, and then you woke up and said, oh, thank goodness she did not put green on there. Bye, Mona. Thanks for coming in. Nope, didn't see it. Not at all. I think I'm going to add a little bit more there. All right, doggy. Now that I have the correct color, It wouldn't have taken me long. I think I'll just start out lightly. Um, I think I might make his ears black too, because that would be interesting. And maybe part of his tail. And I'm going to put in the shadow. To make him appear white. Which I wouldn't say I'm altogether good at that. But I try. I try and I try. Now we can cover the spots a little more. Is this the blackest black I have? I thought I had. No, this is called Night. Where is 28? It's hiding. I thought I had 28 out. No, there it is. That was the gray. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a nap today. I might. I'm so glad I decided to buy this set again. When it does go on Amazon, not UK, US, I will get a second set, because I don't know when they're gonna come out with it again. If it goes off again. Bye, Ambient. Oh, Mona was saying bye, and oh, you're not leaving. Okay, there we go. There's my puppy dog. Didn't do too much with him. I could make his mane black, and then I think I do like the golden mane idea. So we can at least start with that. Sometimes you don't know where the end of something is. Sorry. Man, that horse has a long mane. Look at that. It's going way down its side. I love Teresa, but sometimes she puts in stuff that you don't even know what it is. Or where does that door lead? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Oh yeah. There was one day, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday that I watched 3 different streams. What was it, 4? Shannon and Pickle, Allie, and Jasmine. Yeah, 4 different ones. I'm going to make the ends of these darker. Not too dark. See, this looks like the main, well, I don't know, maybe this horse has a lot of hair. Hey, Rinka. Thanks for coming in. We're just trying to help me decide what color to make this horse. He's got a blonde, golden blonde mane. So really he could be any color. I think brown would make the most sense. I think this golden mane is going to be enough of an eye catcher that I can make the rest of him brown, a reddish brown. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it sounds good. And this right here, I'm going, okay, does he have one leg? Or is this one leg and this is one leg? 2 different legs, but it looks like he's got one leg. Yeah. She came on for a little while. You know, I'm not sure it was. I think that was Sunday. I'm getting my days mixed up. I know yesterday there were 4 different streams. I don't know if Allie was one of them. But she usually doesn't come on live stream on Mondays that I've noticed. Where is the horse? Okay, now let's go with some. Yeah, I didn't catch that one. Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah, I think, Shannon, that was it. You were on twice. Yeah. This is enough of contrast to not look like the fence. I don't know. I've never seen a red horse before. I wonder if I get real crazy and add an orange. Let's test that theory out. Sorry. Oh, no, that will not look good. Yep. Nope. 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 I don't know. This horse isn't working out like I envisioned. I could just make him all blonde. That means I'd have to erase. Oh, she was? Okay, well then 5 streams. I watched 5 streams yesterday. That's funny. Oop. I do wish the electric eraser people would figure out a way to make the little eraser bit longer. I feel like I'm doing surgery. That's not going to get it all off, but it'll get it off enough. I think it's just called Alie, Aile something. Yeah, it's spelled differently. Aile. I want to say there's a number after it, but it might just be Alie Colors. Yeah. Thanks, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon. You're awesome. Okay. Can't see me mess up my horse. Now he's going to look like the fence. Maybe I should just make him black. Ambient, what do you think? Black with a golden mane? It's like the only thing to solve this is just to color it black. Yeah. Oh, she's awesome. She was born and raised in what is that? I just forgot the name of that bottom part of Africa. Yep. Yeah, of course. I want him to be the focal point. South Africa. But she lives in the UK with her husband and children. When in doubt, color it black. You can quote me on that. No charge. I need to turn my fan on before I do something drastic. Don't you love hormones? I love hormones. They're my friend. All
right, so our horse is going to be black with a golden mane. She's got the mane going all the way back here, which doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to move this black part up. Yep. Yes, she's really, really kind. I enjoy watching her. She's been streaming for a couple of years. I'm just adding more layers of black. Why do you suppose that we that color, most of us want color names? And once in a while, it's a deal breaker, but not always. He's very shadowed here. I could have made that. Like a blaze. He's got a blaze there. Interesting. Color is poetic. Okay. I have to think about that. No, yeah, okay. I was going to say, didn't I just decide I was going to do that, and then I didn't. I don't think I'm going to do too much to his coat. Interesting. Yeah, I don't I can't think of any reason anybody would not like to watch Allie. They would go on there and say, "Ooh, I don't like her. She's she's good. She's really good. Her pages come out wonderful. She's very patient." I mean, patient as in slow and methodical, with instead of rushing. I mean, a lot of us do that. No rush through things, but I don't know. She's relaxing to watch. Well, he's definitely going to be the focal there. Put in a little bit of black. Gosh, is it screen really that dark? Righty tighty, lefty loose. Oh, that was not it. All right, well, it may come down in a big, but you'll be here to see it. It's really kind of hard to do things with. I think it's going down slowly. See, I knew it was going to come down. Our cat's in there in the kitchen meowing at Steve while he gets his lunch. He eats lunch earlier than most people that I know. I eat at 11:30. Let's see. Like most everyone, but over the years, I've steered away from some that egos seem to take over. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Who, me? Yeah, it's the ones who think they don't have egos that get me. Oh, Shannon does. Meow. Thrive on honesty. Now I gotta do his face a little bit more What are you doing, Avery? Really? You don't say. You don't say. Mm-hmm. That is what I've been told. He's a smart cat. Are you going to come up here and sit on my paper? It's probably what you'll do. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, he's got really sticky nails. They just want to stick in there. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but sometimes when I'm coloring, I'm I feel like I'm painting at the same time. I'm in the zone, I was experiencing that this weekend with something I was working on, and it was like I knew what I was doing, and it was it felt like painting. Now, if I pick up paint, I probably will not feel very confident, but it just felt like I was painting, which really you kind of are painting. I think if I want to put fur, not fur, it is painting that's, yeah, exactly. Mm. Yeah, definitely. Usually, though, when people use the word egos, it's used to refer to a negative aspect of somebody's character. But generally, I, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would say that ego is a good thing. Just because I've never heard it in a positive light. Well, I don't know, but I think I'm liking this horse. I had this idea of using this little thing. This is the full full blender. This may or may not be a good idea. You should try down here first. Yeah, mainly I'm just trying to Get rid of the white. And some blend a little bit. I'm not sure how it's going to work on the face though. Yeah, okay, I think it's going to be fine. I'll just be gentle with it. I really don't know what makes me pick this tool up. I just like, oh, I need to pick this up and do something with it. The ego I speak of is my poop don't stink because I'm better than you. My art is way better. Oh, look at me. I'm beautiful, fantastic. Yeah, that's the way I've always looked at the word ego being in a negative sense. Yeah, I agree. That's vanity, and it's a negative ego. It's narcissistic. Well, now narcissism is the world has to revolve around me. And you have to do the way I say. I haven't run into anybody that has that kind of thing on the YouTubes. Let me see. Yep. Spiritual ego. Yeah. This is Tudley Art. A green color. I don't store these horizontally. I store them at an angle, which may or may not be a good idea. I haven't used these in a while. Hope they don't go out. All right, so usually I have this color back here, but I wanted to show this. That's a little bit too much and maybe the wrong color. Oh, ouch. Oh. My puppy says, I thought you were getting up, Mama. Yeah, all right. Something I've done in the past, I don't know how I probably saw somebody do it. But when I use the paint pen, occasionally I'll dab my finger so it'll be more blended with the back. Like this. This will still cover over the lines. So it's sort of a way to erase or tone down something that you've put down there. You just need a little bit of white, like a misty white on the top of something, and then you just dab your finger. Let me show you on the fence. So say I wanted this to be really bright, right? And I might put, see, I didn't want it I didn't want to see the lines, but oh my goodness, I'm on the screen. Sorry. So I'm going along here with this, and that's too much, or I want it just enough, and then I would just pat it. And so you end up with, uh, more of a bright color, like something's hitting that bright color. So probably the top of this. I'm sorry, I was out of frame there for a minute. Yeah, I may go back over that again, but there's just areas that you want to be wider or lighter. This is what Elena likes to do. She likes to cover the black lines. Another thing I do is I'll use the white to be a base for another color on top. So after this dries, I could come back in with the yellowy color that I had, and it would just make it look yellow. But I kind of did that on those. This might be a good example too. Make sure it's working. Sometimes it just says, nope, I'm not going to work anymore. I'm not sure it worked too well on that. Maybe some colors just don't work well. We're learning as we go. Thanks. Oh, glad I get clothes out of the dryer. Yes, I need a maid too. I'm a reader. I take everyone's inventory. Thank you. 3 more guinea pigs. Oh boy. Yeah. If you can still hear liquid falling around in there, you still have it, but oh, whoa. This is the Thule Art pastel color acrylic paint pen. That's a mouthful. Well, and they probably get clogged, just about anything else does. What you doing, Robin? And they might also blob out the paint. So I'll test it. I didn't do it the first time I started putting this on this tree, and I got a blob. But if I get if I test it out on another piece of paper, then I try to use the blob. I just dip the end of the pen in there. So I don't completely waste it. These are less expensive than Posca. That's one reason I like them. I might actually, instead of, I might. Some of the bits that are underneath and in the back, I think I'll just color it darker so that the black line will sort of mask itself, or just mask it with a different something different. Okay, so then okay, we're gonna darken this underneath. When I use a shadow color for a shadow, then I'll go back over it with the color that it's on top of, so it makes it look more like like a dark version of that color. These are really odd trees, I have to say. I think that's green enough. Plus, they're about here. It's post pictorial. Let me guess. In Renee's Discord. Well, I'll try to. That's not going to work. This one. Probably need to sharpen that. I think I'm going to go in just a few minutes. I wanted to get to the house. Yeah, definitely stylized. Ooh, oh, it's pretty good. Oh, I mean, I like it. Well, I have these darker sections, which kind of makes it look like, or keeps that heavy line out of there as much. So I use it as part of the tree. So now I'm taking the black. And I can come in with a lighter green. 80. What's the lighter one? 80. Oops. I'm not sure about that down here. I might go over that. Oh, let's see what this looks like down here with the horse. Usually I found if I want to paint over the Posca lines that I made, or color over, I try to use a darker shade of the same color because the white, is absorbing that color. So if you just put a light color on there, sorry about that. It's going to still look white. Well, lighter. But this is okay for me. Okay. I should have made you fold the clothes. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, give her a raise. She's good. Well, would you like for me to... Whoa, there we go. Finish this off screen and start something new Friday, or just keep working on this, maybe finishing it on Friday. I've got water, grass, mostly it's the houses. That seems to be the thing to do these days, is to ask people what they want to see. Yeah, I need a maid. I have these dogs and cat, but they're just not interested in helping me. So. Oh my goodness. That's Robin. 3 legs doesn't slow her down. Well, I'm always a start, something new person. Are you? I always vote for finishing. Yeah. Well, I could do a little bit of both. I could do part of it off screen, and then I can finish it on screen, like in the first 30 minutes or something, and then start a new one. So that way, everybody's happy. Anyway, so I think I will stop there, go have some lunch, and then come back and watch Connie for a while. Oh, hey, Emily, I didn't know you were in here. I mentioned you earlier. I forgot what it was in reference to. Nope, it's gone. Chartreuse, you're welcome. Thank you for coming and watching and listening and having some fun. You're welcome. Oh, you were lurking? Okay. Yeah, I said something about I had it and then it was gone. I said, oh, Emily does this. I don't know. You have to rewind. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Have a good weekend. See you later.